shit, man. So everybody saw what happened out there in Montgomery. Fucking mess. Fucking mess. Oh my
Was that
God.
now? I just found out about it today because I've been in a zone for some other stuff, but I did see the New York subway one. It was definitely worse than that because somebody got hit with chairs. Huh?
Listen, man. People who are shit starters, I want to let you know when we start shit with one another and we are of different races, it can turn into something awful.
Mm.
Two black people fighting each other, two white people fighting each other. People look at it differently than when a black person fighting a white person, when a white person fighting a black person. When we fight amongst each others and we have different race, it is something different. And all kinds of things start to kick in mentally that they train you not to think about. But if you see four white guys jumping on a black guy, your brain is going to process that differently. If a white guy sees, I mean, if a bunch of white people see four black guys jumping on a white guy, they're going to process it differently. What I'm trying to make sure everybody understands is all of the stuff they tell us not to talk about and not to cope with and not to understand is setting everything up for one day a disaster to happen amongst the motherfuckers that ain't got shit. That's what I looked at. It's the people who ain't got shit. We are very sensitive, no matter how much we do dirt, no matter how much we whatever, when we see somebody jumping on our race, and I'm saying every race, we all go to the help of our race. So with all of the problems that we are not united on in this country, it can turn into a fucking massacre. Just know that. Just know that. Now, to talk about the shit, in my opinion, that was some shit that I felt like didn't get its proper credit for. When that boy swam across that river,
Man.
that was a revolutionary moment in American history.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna.
I heard some people knocking him.
I ain't heard
Whatever. You're gonna get something either way. You're gonna get bad,
That
negative.
boy,
Want to pause that here. I didn't know that people were knocking that boy, but just to let everybody know here, that was a great act. He went and you saw in the bottom many videos that he swam across shore here to help that man who was actually working that day on that pontoon boats here. So to see that young man do what he did, that was instinct, and he came to the aid of his fellow brothers. Let's let Corey cook some more.
boy, that boy's revolutionary instincts kicked in, and he jumped in that river before he even took his shoes off, swam across the motherfucking river. You want to know? I don't know if you know what it's like to swim in some shoes. It's better if you take your shoes off. That's why people kick their shoes off. His instincts kicked in where he jumped in the river, swam across without the shoes on, and on top of that, pulled himself up out the river. You got to do this to know it ain't easy. It's not a cakewalk.
Right.
To go over there and see what was happening with his motherfucking brother.
And on top of that, after he pulled himself up, then he took his shoes off when all the melee was happening. That boy did a lot to go across that river. Let's continue.
16 years old.
16. Wow.
And I heard people talking shit about it. I'm
You
like,
see?
what the
I ain't
fuck is
seen
wrong
that.
with
That's the
motherfuckers?
internet. You're gonna get it. You'll get it either way. Yeah.
What the
There'll be
fuck
some
is
haters.
wrong with people, man? This is a revolutionary. That ain't nothing to take lightly. And like you say, Marcus, he's a young man, huh?
Yeah. Young boy.
Young man.
He told you he was raised right. He was like, that's the way I was raised, man. You know.
I saw some pictures of him. He a tripped out looking motherfucker. But there you go. Look at him.
Did you just say
He
you
look-
couldn't swim, Marcus?
Huh?
You don't know how to swim?
Hell no.
What? Yay!
Yeah.
I want to teach
I
you.
was-
how to
That
swim.
man,
I wouldn't have made it.
That
Soon
young-
I would have jumped in. I've been fighting.
that young boy is a revolutionary, or he saw some dick on the other side of the river.
Oh.
I
God.
can't.
Oh, no.
I'm stupid. You know I'm gonna say some silly shit.
Dang it,
But
that was
look,
short-lived.
Anybody can help me get in touch with this young boy, cause he a young boy. I heard that he said it was just something he did. Y'all ain't gotta send no money no more.
He worked.
That's what they train you to say,
right.
young man.
Take it, accept it. Yeah.
I am so proud of you because I'm not with all of the bullshit. I'm just with that you love your people enough to jump in a nasty ass river, swim across it, to motherfuckers see what the fuck is up. If I know somebody help me get in touch with this young man, I want to send him a lick. I ain't rich. I just want to send him something so he might be able to buy some scuba gear. I just want to, I mean, like it ain't shit. I just want to, I want the young man to know that the world saw you, because all the cowards didn't jump in the water. They do what people normally do. They hold the camera up. Ooh. I can't stand a man holding a camera at some action like that. You's a cake motherfucker. You a cake motherfucker. But that young boy jumped across there, man. Hey, man, look.
He looks swollen. He look bigger on the video. I didn't realize
That must be an old picture.
No, he like my nephew.
He look like your nephew. That boy got hair. Fuck you talking about.
My nephew got hair. No, I'm saying he don't look like him.
I ain't seen no niggas in your family with hair.
You shut your ass up. Donovan McFlab.
Look at him pull himself up out the river. That little motherfucker wasn't bullshit with them people. He came over there and he said, stop.
Yeah.
You know what?
I'm talking, he was slanging their ass too, boy. Yeah.
It's a cold world we live in, man, where things like this could happen, man. It's so scary, man, that humanity is off balance in a way where a race war can start amongst the people that ain't got shit.
Yeah, but that ain't a race war then.
Say it again. Make sure you explain it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Racism is the competition for wealth and resources between groups of people.
That's just some hate.
That was just some folks scrapping.
You think so?
Yeah, man. I mean, at the end of the day, man, you don't never see people who got real paper fighting like that. You know what I'm saying? That's that's something that's done amongst the have-nots. But that's that definition I subscribe to is from Dr. Claude Anderson. So, and he's an economist. So that's how I think. You know, I think in terms of that. You know,
I heard of Claude Anderson.
yeah, he pretty much is. A lot of the Hotep dudes be stealing their philosophy on money from him and regurgitating his talking points and some of their shit. But to me, that's just mano y mano, man. Man versus man. You know what I'm saying? But ass whoopings are why we even got our freedom in this country, I believe. Because of boxing, baseball, football, we were able to do what we did the other day and show our equality. You know, like you can say what you want about somebody being lesser, but when a motherfucker actually put their hands on you and show you, like, you know,
Well,
to the core.
In racism and all this stuff, who we are is shown.
right.
Man, let me tell you something, man. These people, the people who own the NBA team don't look like the people who excel in the NBA.
Right.
And it's not a coincidence. You know what I'm saying? Who we are is obvious. Obvious, even though you're trained not to say and think that.
Right.
People are getting sick all over the nation and dropping. It's obvious, but you're trained not to say nothing about it because they take your voice away.
Yeah.
This is the society we live in. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so when I see that, I don't get happy. Because when I also saw it, the black police that came and arrested black people. Am I wrong about that?
They arrested some white folks too.
I know, but no. But when on site, who did they arrest? On site,
The black dude with the chair,
right?
and it was black police officers that arrested.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a good point by Corey, because in that video, the multiple videos, we do see black people getting arrested first. And then there's one video after the ruckus has gone by here, a good 15 minutes by, and then you see one of the black police officers talking to a black woman, and then they finally start putting handcuffs on the white people who started the ruckus here. So Corey has a point here, because the black folks were arrested first. Then when they talk to the people seeing the camera footage, then they arrest the white people, even to the point where that the black police officers were asking for the videos so they can see more of it. But Corey has a great point here. Let's continue.
That's what I saw.
Yeah.
That's what my main. I be like, they don't even know what happened, and they
No.
got old boy in handcuffs without even knowing what the
Yeah.
fuck is going on.
That's real
They're
shit.
trained.
To get
The police, whether they black, white, or whatever, they're trained to arrest a nickel. That's what they are trained to do. It's really deeper than what I'm saying. They're training.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you see a black cop. He knows what he's supposed to do and who he's supposed to give the benefit of the doubt to.
You talking about the one arrested the one with the chair?
I'm saying, like, on scene, I saw black people getting arrested,
Like immediately, the first thing they did.
and
was go
eventually some white people got arrested. That's what I saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, like,
That's
I
okay.
think people are trained not to even notice that.
That's real shit.
Well, that kind of goes
That's
way.
real shit.
Well, that too, and then
It's
and
really deep. This is what I'm trying
it
to
is
tell
very
you.
deep. And even with police, like how you said, black cops come. You know the old saying, they want to show out more. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever they
to
reason
their
be,
white- to their white.
I know when I see a black cop, I am not confident that justice is nowhere near. Because if you're a black cop, that means you turn your eye on criminal shit. That's the only way you could be a black cop, is to turn your eye on criminal shit, because your fellow comrades at work do dirt all day long.
Yeah.
So if you really about justice, how can you be a black cop knowing it's a gang and wicked Caucasian men are in charge of it?
Let's talk about. You know what's ironic about this to some of these weird ass niggas in the comments is that this is a black security guard that was upholding a white law. Niggas didn't create that law about parking that boat.
Right.
You know, you feel what I'm saying? So that's what was weird about it. Like, I love for us to, create our own justice, but the deeper part is like, what sometimes what we defending are like the same laws that hold us down.
It goes back to what I was saying. It's chaos. Like, what do you do? He the security guard. He supposed to defend the little boat alley, I guess. Look, a boat alley. Are we talking about an alley where people parking boats? And like Craig said, he trying to defend the little boat alley he was trained to defend. And it's like, it turned into almost a melee where more people could have got hurt.
Yeah.
I'm glad
That's
enough people didn't get hurt, man, because life is precious.
That's a lot of people.
Like the little 16-year-old who swam across a river.
Yeah.
Aaron.
what-
His name is
right.
Aaron. No last
Aaron?
name. Yeah.
I got his last name. I just ain't finna put him on blast. I just
I've
want
never seen it. In
I
the,
just want him to know I appreciate him for his revolutionary instincts kicking in.
Yeah, top-notch young brother.
Oh yeah, man.
Hotep young brother.
I'm gonna mail him a lick. I don't want to meet him. I don't want him to be like, so what you finna do after this? No, I'm fucking.
On that note, we're going to stop it here because they're going to go on to another subject here. But I agree with the sentiments of Corey Holcomb here, because that young boy, knowing that he swam into that dirty water, into harm's way to help out a fellow brother. But at the same time, Tribe, if you have not watched the video or multiple videos, multiple angles, it is a crazy situation where that a black man, a black security guard, was doing his job. A boat was coming in to be docked because people were coming aboard to get up aboard that boat here. And then you see these white people here who have their own personal boat. the security guard basically told them they have to move their boat before all the ruckus ensued here by starting to fight and started to beat that man up here. So I am glad to see that those black people here who came to his aid and rescue here, and that we didn't see any major violence or many black people getting arrested for doing the wrong things here, because they came to the aid of that man here. So, and especially in Alabama, when I first heard about it, I thought it'd been way worse, but I'm glad the police officers did arrest the white people. But Corey has a great point here, how they went ahead and arrested the black people first before they started to go ahead and address the white people here, and to the point where they were actually crying, trying to get out of the situation here. But it's just another situation, another day that we got to go through in race relations here. There's more to this video here, and I want you guys to check it all out here, as well as other things that Corey Holcomb's going to say here. But what do you say on this sentiment here? Comment, like, subscribe, and click on that bell notification below. Want to hear what you guys hear about what Corey said here? What do you guys think about this voting situation here? Because it was ridiculous. But until next time, I'm that dude named Dave. I'll see y'all later, YouTube world.